You probably know that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and NDP leader Jagmeet Singh have both said they're against taking the carbon tax off food production and food distribution, off all the things in agriculture that lead to food in the grocery stores and all the trucks that bring the food to the grocery stores. They're not going to take the carbon tax off that. And you know what that tells me? It tells me that their belief in climate alarmism is a higher priority for them than your ability to feed your family. Inflation is almost out of control in Canada. It came down a little bit in December. It went down to 6.3% from 6.7% in November. But the inflation rate on groceries is still over 11%. On some staples like eggs, it's over 50%. That's not the government's fault entirely. It has to do with a big avian flu epidemic among chicken herds in North America last year, which wiped out an awful lot of layers. But still, if you're the government, you have to recognize that the cost of putting a meal on the table, the cost of putting 3 square meals a day on a family's table has gone way, way up and continues to go up. Don't you think that they should be doing something about that before worrying about whether their carbon tax is high enough? And the carbon tax is going up April 1st. So whatever you're paying now to the grocer, who's also paying more to the truck companies, and then they're paying more to the farmers, all of that could be reduced if the government would cancel the carbon tax, at least temporarily, on food production, distribution. But they're not going to do that. That's because they've become a cult on climate change. There's a survey going around now inside the government from the Natural Resources Department that says 20% of Canadians are now finding heating and lighting their homes, so the electricity and home heating, is a significant financial burden. There are some seniors whose basic government pensions go entirely to home heating and electricity. The government could do something about that by reducing the carbon tax on heating fuels and electricity, but they're not going to do that because, as I said, it's simply a cult. They should start. Opposition leader Pierre Poilievre has asked them to start by canceling the carbon tax on food production, food distribution, and retailing, but they can't even bring themselves to do that. For Post Media, I'm Lorne Gunter.